So this is the miles for today. I'm still in front of the hotel, about to leave Amauri. So I'm leaving Amauri this morning. I'm going to Akita. Sounds a cute name, Akita. 240 kilometers today, more than 5 hours, 5 hours and 30 minutes. It's on the west coast, so now I'm going south. I'm on the top, going south on the west coast. And I'm gonna drive on the coast the entire time. I could cut straight down, but I decided I'm gonna drive on the coast the entire time. So 5.5 hours, and we might have some rain. I love it, rain. Right, I'm leaving the city, Amauri. It was a nice town, quite beautiful on the sea, all the way on the top of Japan. So now let's drive. I'm gonna drive probably 1.5 hours before I take my first break. Alright, let's go. It's like 9 o'clock in the morning and I can feel the weather getting warm. Look in the back. In the back we can see the volcano Iwat. This is Iwat, 2,000 meters. It is quite remarkable how the climate changed. I drove about 50 kilometers and now it's not the seaside. It does look like Mount Fuji in front, the big mountain, but yeah, it is not. Look at this. I found out the meaning of those gates on the side, those iron things on the side. It's to block the wind. Sometimes around here there is a lot of wind, I mean a lot of wind, and so they just put this up in the center, in the middle. They have stuff that they can put up, and it blocks some of the wind. So look at the view of the mountain in the back. More down, very nice vibe here. Does not look like it, but this mountain is still a good 50 kilometers from where I am at. Because the mountain is so tall, we can see from far away. But it's actually a good 50 kilometers before I can reach the bottom of this mountain. Alright, I'm on the coast now, driving in a small village. Very cute. First town along the coast. Now I'm only gonna drive on the west coast of Japan. So I'm on the Sea of Japan side. So the water is much more calm, much more relaxed, less wind. Let's see about the wind. Alright. Yeah, the water is very calm. I'm gonna drive all the way to the coast, all around this coast down there. It's about 50 kilometers, so let's drive. Scooter is right here, and yeah, I'm on one of a famous place here. As we can tell, is low tide here, because the water is quite far actually. It's supposed to be like you come here and you go down and you have water, but now the water is so far. Yes, I'm gonna drive all the way on the coast, like a good 50 kilometers, many places to stop, and then I have another little cap, small tiny cap before I arrived at the town. It's quite nice here. So I can still see the scooter all the way down. I finally reached the water. Wow, quite far. I mean, no big waves. The water is quite far. Still driving along the coast, and there is a small train. It's a very small train. It's more like a subway than anything. It crosses the entire coast. It goes along, and you can stop at every place. So if you don't have a way to go around the cap, you don't have a car, you don't have a motorcycle, you can just take the train and go all around. I mean, even at the top of a Cape Tapi, I saw the train stopping there, so unbelievable. This nice coast, driving down on the road. It's very beautiful here. Nice drive. This is from the other side. Driving along the water, like on the edge of the water. In Japan, they have an art called Kintsugi. And Kintsugi art is they fix pottery with gold. And instead of making the pottery when there is a crack on the pottery and perfection, instead of fixing it and making it as perfect as it was before, they put gold in a place where it's broken. So they take gold and they place it in a broken piece, because they believe that the broken piece is part of the history of the pottery, and they believe that it's actually what makes the pottery beautiful. So they don't try to make it disappear and look perfect. They highlight it with gold. We can do these things, Kintsugi, in our own life. We can do the same thing. Instead of try to hide our imperfection, instead of look perfect without broken pieces, highlighted your mistakes. The person you are, the path you took, the mistake you made, they are all part of who we are. So instead of being ashamed of our past mistakes, and instead of trying to hide them, we should put gold, like Kintsugi. We should put gold in our mistakes, our brokenness, to highlight it for the world to see. Because those mistakes, they are part of who we are. Our brokenness, our past mistakes, they are part of who we are. Those are what make us beautiful. So we should not try to hide them. We should be proud of who we are and not try to look perfect. See the mountain, nice road. I think I'm gonna drive all along the coast of this mountain, passing a small village. I have about 2.5 hours all the way to the town where I want to go, the city I should say. Right here, and that was the entrance. The entrance is very unfamiliar. Usually this is red gate, but the gate is like this today, so very beautiful. All right, let's keep on driving now. Woo! The scooter is here, and I just left the shrine, the temple, 2 minutes ago, and the little town where I stopped, and I could not resist the view here. The mountains is just unbelievable, and one of those peaks is like 1,000 meters high, so it's quite high. So I'm gonna drive all the way to the end. It's like a peninsula again, like a cap, maybe more like a cape. And so I'm gonna drive down all the way and then straight to the city after. So here is the scooter. That's a nice park. The weather is way warmer now. Usually at that time, not inland for a little bit. Wow. Look at this. Wow, I'm right next to this. Wow, super tall fence. And the big fence. Wow, nice coast around. Beautiful. So I'm planning to go drive along those coasts down. Akita, the city where I'm staying tonight, is only 60 kilometers away. This so huge. No winds, we can tell. They are not moving at all. So seeing a scene pretty unbelievable. Tracy Chapman singing. Look at this lining up. I don't know maybe 20 all the way down. So the scooter is right here in a corner, and they are making a sculpture with the sand here, but we cannot see very clearly from here, and it's probably not finished. But yeah, they are building a huge structure made of sand. Leaving the beach, start to drive. I mean, those massive structure here, I call them fence. Of course they are not fence. Those are big fence. Wind something, I don't know even the name. Alright, I'm about to drive in. Small town. I mean, it's not a town, it's more like a village. Even smaller than a village. Small community. Very quiet. One of those vending machines. Yeah, everywhere those vending machines. You can buy drink, soda, absolutely anywhere. As long as you have 150 or 60 yen, buy anything. Apparently, I just arrived at the tiptoe of the cap. Of course, we have a nice lighthouse. We can see that it's low tide, all those rocks here. Lighthouse on that side. I'm gonna start driving because it's almost 4 and I'm quite far away still from the town where I want to go. So I'm gonna drive now. Try to finish the peninsula and then straight to the hotel. I'm leaving the town. I'm in the town. So here is the ride. That's quite a ride here. The view, we keep on going uphill. More of the view right there. Wow, there's a kind of uphill up there. This small cap has a lot of treasure. One valley after the next. Every turn there is just an open, marvelous drive along the coast. Just I came down this way. That's where I was earlier at the place. Unbelievable, all the area here. I arrived. This is Attica. First time driving here. It's on the edge of the water, or maybe 20 kilometers, maybe a little bit less, 10 kilometers. Driving to the hotel. Actually did a little bit more than 300 kilometers. I cannot believe 303. They made me park in the back of the hotel. So this is the hotel. I'm right in the back. I'm glad I found the place. It's like right downtown. This is the main street. 303 kilometers. We can see the main street. Alright, I went on the cap, drove on the cap, drove many places. Nice. Tomorrow I stay 2 nights here. Tomorrow I'm gonna drive around the area and then leave the day after tomorrow. All right.